Hello everybody, my name is David Camacho. The topic I will be speaking about today is something very controversial, especially in young adults that have been segregated and within their communities and families, as everybody else has a different opinion. What I'll be speaking about today is vaping. Something started as an alternative to a problem, which is the cigarettes and tobacco, but it actually became a problem. So before I start, I'm gonna ask you guys, do you guys vape? Some of you may do, some of you may not, but I don't see anybody speaking and answering with excitement, yes, I vape, as we know that it's not completely right to do it. And just an idea so that you guys understand how big is this problem. The biggest provider of this market, of the vaping market, is Juul, which is valued for over $16 billion. And as we know, a lot of big companies are valued for billions of dollars. And just so you guys have an idea, Chick-fil-A is valued for $6 billion, which is $10 billion less than Juul. $10 billion less. And Wendy's is valued for $17 billion, which is just $1 billion above Juul, which makes them right there together, which means that there's enough money around Juul as it is in Wendy's, which is something crazy. So what is vaping? Vaping is the inhaling and exhaling aerosol, sometimes mistaken by water, that is actually not. And there's been linked to some substances that can link to cancer, heart disease, and respiratory diseases actually. It has some different effects on users, as it is known that it increases the ratio on heart diseases and on heart attacks from a 1 to a 1.79 according to the study in the University of San Francisco. It actually, the main risk about this is that it could have very toxic chemicals because of the manipulation that this has, especially on the best sellers, which are Juul and e-puffer. According to Benman as well, a lot of people do not know what they're vaping. A lot of people do not know that there's a lot of toxic substances in there still. Just like I said, the most sold vapes are Juul and e-puffer, which contain 50% of nicotine. 50%. One Juul pod is equal to 20 cigarettes, as it is well known at this point. And just like it says here, 62% of Juul users do not know what the product always contains nicotine. So these people don't know. A lot of people don't know what it is, what is there. But then of the Juul consumers, 2 out of 3 do not know that it has nicotine, which it obviously does. So a little analogy that I have for you guys is vaping and cigarettes is just like Coke and Pepsi. You stop smoking to go and vape, which is the same thing. You're still smoking, you're still hurting your lungs. It's just like me saying I'm gonna start drinking Coke and then I start drinking Pepsi. It still has caffeine, it's still addictive. I'll still get hooked up on it and not stop. It's just the same thing, just with a different name, with a different substance, and it's still bad. So now let me end it asking you another couple questions. Would you like to be around to meet your grandkids? Or how will you feel if your brother or even your kid was vaping? How will you feel looking at them doing that? So I'll just advise you to have a healthy life, to avoid all these type of situations, not put yourself around this type of situations that can lead you to this. Do not let something that small to control you. Do not depend on something that small. Let's find regulations to all this. Let's create a solution to all this. Let's put out there what is in the Juul pod. Let's put out there what an e-cigarette is really about. Let's put out there what an e-cigarette juice actually has, what it can cause you. Let's put out there so that we know and that we're conscious about this and we know what's going on with our bodies and what is going to happen to our bodies once we sign this contract with vaping. Thank you.